Hi, guys. It's your girl, Star Ericka, and you are watching episode 6 of Suddenly Still podcast. On this episode, we're going to talk about dancing in the rain. That is a term that I heard in the most vulnerable time of my life. My mom told me that sometimes you cannot wait until the storm passes. You have to learn how to dance in the rain. At that time, I was pregnant with my son. We were finding out a lot of bad information about him and about things that was going on with him and his condition. And I was like, God, like I was telling my mom, like, I don't know if God's mad at me. I don't know what it is or why he's taking me through everything that he's taking me through. My business was going slow. Business sales and revenue was going down. I mean, I was on a decline. My health was declining. I felt like I was dying every single day. And I just could not understand why I was feeling the way I was feeling. Like, I'm telling y'all, it felt like doomsday. Like, I just knew the rapture was coming any day and I was going to be gone. Like, that's how I was feeling. So I remember my mom texted me and she told me, she's like, Ericka, you're going to go through things in life, but you can't always wait till the storm passes. You have to learn how to dance in the rain. So that is my advice for you guys today on this episode. Sometimes we go through things in life that we don't understand. That's why in the Bible it says, lean not to our own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge God and he will direct your path. See, we don't understand things, so we lean to our own understanding because it don't make sense to us. So instead of seeking God in those moments where it don't make sense, we lean to our own understanding. So now we're confused. We don't know what to do. But that's because we wasn't supposed to know what to do. We were supposed to give it to God. That's what we were supposed to have done. We were supposed to pray through it. We were supposed to cry through it. We were supposed to endure it to the end. But instead of enduring to the end, we want it to be fixed right now. And if it's not fixed right now, we are going on a frenzy. That's why we go through what we go through. You cannot always wait until everything is over with to start praising God. Or you can't always wait to when everything is good to start praying. You have to start praying in the middle of it. You have to start accepting where you are. See, when people ask me, how are you doing? I used to say, I'm real good. I'm living my best life because right now is the very best that I have. Can be living a better life, but I stopped saying, I just can't wait to live my best life. But what about the life you have right now? You can't get no better. What if you don't get no better than this? What would you do? You're going to continue to wait and you're going to die waiting on a better life. So at some point, we have to acknowledge the fact that if this is the best that I have, this is the best that I've got, and this is the best that it is. So this is my best life. This moment right here, this thing that I'm going through, my health is declining. My business ain't making money. I got more bills that's coming in. I'm working a job that I don't like. Whatever it is that you're feeling like, learn how to dance in the rain. I'm thankful for that job. When you're doing laundry, you're like, geez, I got all these clothes. Why do I have all these clothes? I hate laundry. You know what, God? I'm so grateful that I'm able to fold clothes and have the ability to choose what I want to put on. Or you go in your pantry, geez, I've been eating noodles all week. God, I'm grateful that I can have noodles. It's simple things. It's those little things that will shift the trajectory of how we feeling. It'll shift your day just by making those positive shifts in your mindset. Learning how to dance in the rain. It's not always easy to go through what we go through and still give God the glory in the middle of it. Because we got to wait till he save us in order for him to get credit. Because sometimes what we're going through is exactly what we're meant to be going through so that we can get the breakthrough. But we don't understand how to do that because we're so caught up into waiting until he fixes it that while we're in the middle of it, we don't know what it is to do. We don't know how to pray no more. All the advice we done gave all them other people, we don't even have that advice for ourselves. It's like you ain't never been able to give somebody a good word. And then when you're in the middle of what you're going through, you can't do that. You can't. You can't even think for 3 words to tell yourself. But I'm telling you, somebody call you right now, you'll have a word for them. Take them words and apply it to your own life. I'm telling you, I always go back to the day before I lost my son. I literally made a status and I put, life can change in the blink of an eye. Cherish every moment. I didn't write that status for me, but it was for me. God brought me right back to that very moment because I'm telling you, life changed in the blink of an eye the next day. Everything changed. I went to an appointment, heartbeat, everything stopped, everything's still, everything's done. Life changed in the blink of an eye. But guess what? I had to learn how to praise God in the middle of it. Because then what if I would have lost my mind? I would have literally lost my mind if I didn't rely on the strength of God to take me through what I was going through. I still had a baby inside of me that I have literally fought so hard to keep alive that's gone. And I still got to get him on earth side. I still got to get him out. I still got to have the strength. Where did that strength come from when you don't know what it is you're going through? You're not even understanding what it is you're going through right now. Where does the strength come from? It comes from God. You got to learn how to dance in the rain. And I'm dancing, God. I'm still trusting you. No matter what it is I'm going through, I'm still trusting you. No matter what I'm feeling like, even though it don't make sense, even though it hurts, even though it don't feel good, even though my back is against the wall, even though my bills are due, even though I don't have no money, even though I'm in overdraft and got overdraft fees, even though everything around me is chaotic, I still trust you. That I trust you has to be so far grounded within the depths of faith and within the depths of God himself. You got to be so grounded that you're not easily moved. You're unshakable. You're unmovable. You're unbreakable. You have to be that strong in God to be able to go through and get through with the same faith. Because it's going to waver. It's going to waver, but it can't go nowhere. You have to faith it until you make it. Not fake. Faith it until you make it. Because in the end of the day, if you don't have nothing, listen, I always tell people, if you don't go through anything, you'll never have nothing to thank God for. So that's why you're going through what you're going through. Because in the end of the day, he going to get the glory out what you're going through. And even if you're not a religious person, if you don't have nothing, if you don't go through anything, how would you get through anything? How could you help somebody else get through? If you don't go through anything, when trouble come your way, you won't even know how to get through it. But you can always think back to a time that trouble came your way and it was okay later on. Because I'm telling you, God don't really come when you want him. But he be there right on time. That is a statement, because I'm telling y'all, waiting on God is not easy. Waiting on God, I promise you, like waiting on molasses to come. I'm telling you, it's like waiting on it to snow in Florida. Ain't happening, seem like. But eventually it did. It don't snow every Christmas, but it do every now and then. So when it comes, it snow when it want to snow. So it's like, if we could just trust God in the middle of what we're going through, knowing that, you know what, I know I'm in the valley right now, and I know it seems like the end right now, but God, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. I might not see sometimes we have ourselves in the valley. To be honest, we be holding on to people that we're supposed to let go of. We be holding on to friendships that God keep tearing apart, but you keep on wanting to go back. You keep on wanting to befriend them, thinking you the superhero that God did not call you to be. You stay with a man or a woman that God keep pulling y'all apart. Y'all becoming more and more toxic. Y'all arguing more and more every day, and y'all ain't even praying. Y'all just going through and trying to figure it out. And you wonder why he not elevating you. You asking God for more and more and more. And you wonder why your problem's getting bigger, bigger, and bigger. Because guess what? We always as people ask God for things, but we don't want to do nothing for him. We ask God, do this for me, God. Do that for me. Do this and do that. And when he don't do it, we pissed. We are so pissed. We are so pissed. But I'm telling you, I be asking God for a lot. I ask God for a lot, and I be sitting there like, geez, like when he don't do something that I want him to do, I be mad. I ain't gonna lie, I be mad. And I remember the last time I got aggravated with God, and I'm telling you, you got to be able to hear God from the Spirit. And I'm telling you, God dropped in my spirit. I don't give kids what they want when they cry. I say, I tell my daughter this, my baby. I'm like, you cry, you're not getting it. I do not give kids what they want when they cry. I tell my daughter that. I raised her on that when she was a baby to now. So therefore, having a tantrum not going to help you, because you're not going to get it as long as you're crying. But you suck it up. We talk about it. We communicate. And either you're going to get it because I say you're going to get it, or you still might not. But at least you're definitely not going to get it when you cry. So the fact that God threw it back to my face, look what you said. What you said to your child. And you my child. And I don't give kids what they want when they cry. So when I'm ready, it'll get done. See, we got to understand how God works. See, we always trying to make God seem like he's so professional. He taught us professional. Sometimes he'll rip us alive and talk to us in our own language. Yeah, I don't give kids what they want when they cry. Imagine if God came down and said that to you. Like, for real, like, sat down, I don't give kids what they want when they cry. We'll be like, golly, God, you didn't have to tell me like that. Dang. But you didn't have to have attitude either. You didn't have to get mad because he didn't do it. It's like learning how to dance in the rain. Them times where life literally changed abruptly. Something happens abruptly. Tragedy strikes. Boom. Somebody died. Boom. Bills. I'm telling you, it's like when somebody passed away in your life, something happened at your job in the same week. Something happened to one of your kids. Somebody's sick. Something happened to you. You feeling all depressed. Everything literally be hitting on you like a ton of bricks on the top of your shoulders, and you over here with slippery slide shoes on. And I'm telling you, that's what it feels like. And you feel like you're finna get ran over in 5 seconds. Because that's what life is. Life ain't meant to be peaches and cream. Life ain't meant to be great. It ain't meant to be perfect. I ain't gonna say life is not meant to be great, because I promise you, life is great when you let it be great. Let me reword that. Life is great when you learn how to let it be great. However, it's not meant to be perfect. We're gonna go through humps and bumps in the road. You have to learn how to endure to the end. The reward comes to those that endure to the end. That is, you have to endure. You have to get through. And I promise y'all, I don't quote scriptures how y'all might quote them straight out of King James. I quote them in ways that I understand them. So understand, if I quote a scripture wrong, or not, I ain't gonna say wrong, quote it how I quote it, is not because I'm not saying it the proper way. I'm saying it in terms that resonates with my soul. So anywho, in my lingo. So anywho, like I was saying, you just don't, you have to learn how to be able to trust God in the middle of it, knowing that it's going to be okay. It is. It truly is. It's not going to be like this always. It's going to be times where we go through so much at one time that we feel like God done forgot about us. But I'm telling you, right when it starts getting so bad, right when it starts getting so bad to where you feel like you have had enough, you about to throw in a towel, God comes in like a wind, opening the floodgates on you. Then you realize the job is the job you ain't like no more. Now you got another opportunity. Your business sales been going slow, but now you got a new idea that fits more in this season. Your kids been acting up in school. Now they doing all right. Excuse me. We have to understand that sometimes life could really be too much. It really can be too much. But knowing that you're not by yourself, knowing that you're not crazy, what you're going through is not unorthodox. Everybody's going through something. See, people also look at people that got money as if they don't have problems. My problems are actually probably bigger than yours, because while you worrying about you ain't made $3,000 this month, but your bills ain't nothing but $2,000, I'm worrying about why I ain't made $10,000 this month when my bills probably $9,000. It's a big difference. It's like people look at people with money as if we don't have problems too. Our problems be bigger, because not only are we worrying, are we taking care of us and our livelihood, we taking care of other people and their livelihood too, because a lot of successful business owners have a team. Whether here or there, whether United States or not, whether it's a personal assistant or a hold-on team, they got other people's lives in their hands. So business got to shake for them. While you can choose to sell treats today, or you don't got to sell treats tomorrow. That's on you, because that's extra money for you. While us, our business and our money and our revenue got to stick, because we got to pay our bills, take care of our family, and take care of everybody's family who's under our payroll. Life still can change in a blink of an eye for us. Life can still change in a blink of an eye for us, because guess what? If business go however it want to go and nothing seems to, you know what I'm saying, nothing goes well today, I can't just worry about me and decide like, okay, well, I'll just go get a job and be straight. Nah, if I got to get a job to take care of my family, I still got to get a job or something to try to stimulate payroll. It's like people don't look at the stuff that we go through. When people with money still go through things, probably far worse. Money don't make the world go round. You could be a depressed millionaire. You could be a suicidal billionaire. Money don't make nothing better. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let me rephrase that. Money don't replace things or areas that lack. The only thing that money really, really does, and I'm not gonna lie, it can buy you what you want, but it don't always buy you everything that you need, because some things you need, money can't buy. Happiness, love, peace. Money really can't buy that. And if it is, when the money gone, there goes the love and the peace and all that. But anyways, like I said, guys, life literally can change in a blink of an eye. Things can literally happen. But honestly and truly, you can't always wait till the storm pass. You have to learn how to dance in the rain. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you interact and follow us at Suddenly Still Podcast on all platforms. Search and listen on Google. Follow us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere that majorly that podcasts are there. And if we're not there, let us know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great one.